Assalamu alaikum dear student, this is your subject teacher Ms. Javeria Gill. We will discuss reproduction in plants in week 3 and 4. Like all living things, plants must reproduce to continue their species by replacing those that die. In plants, flowers are the reproductive system of plants. They contain the reproductive organs. The male reproductive organ are called stamens, and those produce the male reproductive cells or gametes contained in pollen grains. This is the diagram of a male reproductive organ. Here is above the top of the pollen grain there is anther, and right below this is the stalk, which is called as filament. Whereas the female part of flower is called carpel or pistil, and they produce gametes called ovules inside an ovary. For reproduction to be successful, pollen grains and ovules must be brought together through a process called pollination. This is the picture of female reproductive organ, where on the top of a sticky material is present, which is called as stigma. The process of reproduction in plants, passing on of characteristics. Plants reproduce both sexually and asexually. Sexually through flowers, which are the reproductive parts of the plants. The transfer of pollen grains from the stamen to the carpel is known as the process of pollination, and this pollination can take place with the help of insects. Insects such as bees visit flowers to collect nectar and pollen for their food. The shape and structure of the flower means that while the bees are collecting food, their hairy bodies becomes covered in pollen grains. After that, the fusion of pollen grains with the ovules in the ovary is known as fertilization. Fusion of both male and female reproductive cell is called as fertilization. The fertilized ovules becomes the seeds, and the ovary develops into a fruit. Now, students, how seed dispersal takes place? Dispersal of seeds gives all the seedling a fair chance to grow. This process can take place with the help of wind, water, birds dropping, and animals. The process of scattering of seeds over long distances is known as seed dispersal. Their job is to help scatter or disperse the seeds into new areas so that the new plant will not be overcrowded when they grow or germinate. Nuts like these acorns are carried away by squirrels, who usually bury them and forget them where they are. We know that plants cannot move from where they are rooted. Then how do seeds travel over large distances? This process is followed with the help of the agents of seed dispersal, and they are with the help of wind, with the help of water, and animals. Plants are carried out to the different areas with the help of these agents. Explosion of fruits is also an helpful process in the seed dispersal by their own. The examples of small and light seeds are dandelions. Dandelion seeds are the one who are hairy in structure. Another example is cotton seed. Seeds of drumsticks and madhumalati have thin peppery wings. Dandelions, the seeds like dandelion stuff of hair catches the wind like a parachute. Plants that grow near or in water bodies disperse their seeds with the help of water. An other example or agent is with the help of birds. Some fruits burst, open up an opening by ripening of their seeds. The examples are here: peas, ladyfingers, mustard seeds, touch-me-not plant, balsam plant. Now, coming to the structure of a seed. A seed is generally hard and has a pore through which it absorbs water. The seed coat protects the seed from injury or water loss. This is called the first layer of a seed. The fertilized ovules grow inside the ovary until they develop into seeds. Each seed contains a tiny embryo plant. The cotyledons store food and provide nutrients to the embryo. Seeds are of two types: monocotyledon, that is one cotyledon, and dicotyledon, that is two cotyledon. One cotyledon seeds are commonly known as monocot seeds. Here are the examples of monocotyledon seeds, that is wheat, barley, maize, etc. Whereas the two cotyledon seeds contained of dicot seeds, that is more than one seed there. Examples are peas, bean, and grams. Now coming to the germination of a plant. The growth of a seed into a young plant is called germination. If plant is provided with a right condition, it will start to germinate. A seed germinate only when the conditions are favorable. Seeds need water, oxygen, and a suitable temperature before they will begin to grow. A new plant begins to grow when the seed takes in water. The stages of germination are: when a seed takes in water, the root begins to grow. The stored food provides energy for this. Seed coat splits sprouting stage. In this stage, the root continues to grow. The root here begins to take in more water from the soil. Here are the new growth of root anchors the seed. The young shoot grows upwards through the soil. It develops leaves so the seedling can make its own food by photosynthesis. Here is the process of germination in pea seed. Seed leaves remain inside the seed. In the second stage, shoot grow upwards. On the third stage, food supply is over. Now the seed is start germinating. Seed leaves dry out. Another example of germination in a monocot seed is the germination of corn seed. Many roots grow from the base of the shoot to prevent the tall plant with a thin stem from being blown over. Here is in the embryo, only one seed leaf is present. Seeds don't start germinating the moment they detach from the parent plant. Now it's time for your homework. This is your science homework of week 3 and 4. Do follow the homework as per the given instructions. Thank you so much and Allah.